Tuesday, SUNY Oswego turns teal to kick off Ovarian Cancer Awareness Month, a disease taking the lives of more than 13,000 women in America every year.
One of the people leading the walk at SUNY Oswego is the legendary Laker hockey coach, Ed Gosek, and the coach is kind enough to join us in the studio. Thanks for coming by. Good to see you.
Thank you both for having me.
And always difficult to talk about. You lost your wife 8 years ago, Mary, to ovarian cancer. She was only 55. What do you think Mary would say about all the efforts that are happening on campus and throughout Central New York to raise awareness about ovarian cancer?
Mary was never one to seek attention, but she was driven to help others in need, whether it was ovarian cancer or other things in our community where she could help out. I think she'd be very pleased, with the amount of attention that has been given to raise awareness for ovarian cancer. She's been gone 8 years, but thank you both of you have continued to drive and inform people and raise awareness for ovarian cancer. So I think she'd be very pleased with everyone in Central New York that continues the fight to try to help save lives.
Why is the campus? So we see a lot of community events. They may be a walk, a run, but you're doing this one on Tuesday specifically on campus at SUNY Oswego. Why is that important to reach maybe that college-aged group?
Absolutely. So important to educate this generation of young adults. Normally ovarian cancer occurs more in older women, but to educate the college kids, their mothers, their grandmothers, their sisters, their loved ones. So you would hope that those signs that they become aware of, that they can help share that information with their families. And our campus is so important in our community, and the amount of students that attend this event and that come to the hockey games for the Teal game and so forth. There's certainly a strong presence on our SUNY Oswego campus.
And Ed, you raise a good point. You really need to know the warning signs. Early detection is so key here. Maybe you can take a moment to share with all of us, what are the early warning signs? Because so many people think they know it and might be surprised that they may not know all the signs. Yeah,
well, they're so subtle. That's so important to understand the signs so that you can get professional advice from your doctor. But bloating that, or pressure in your abdomen, abdominal pain, changes in your urinary habits, eating, feeling full, bloating, having that pressure in your stomach, and these subtle signs. That's why it makes it so difficult to diagnose, but you should seek out professional help when they do persist over a week or two time period.
Right, and also very easy to blame it on something else, something like the bloating. Oh, it's just what I ate last night.
Absolutely.
Right.
The upset stomach or anxiety, stress, which is nowadays so common that.
But more than a week is when you start to want to reach out. How important is family history when we're talking about ovarian cancer? And knowing the right questions, I guess, to ask your doctor, because you may feel like, geez, this doesn't seem like much. So how do you deal with that?
No, locally here, Dr. Bunn and their whole staff do such a great job of that. But no, the family history is something you need to talk to your doctor about and see if you should have the genetic testing, the BRCA1 and BRCA2 mutations. If you are carrying that, the risk is significantly higher. So you certainly want to ask those questions to your doctor. What other symptoms should you be looking for? Am I a candidate for genetic testing? All these simple things, though, when ladies meet with their physicians to discuss that with them and make sure that they're staying on top of it.
Something else not talked about often enough that we should, and we've both been there, being caretakers. What advice would you give to people who have that tough road to walk?
I know you can answer this question. Just being there, you know, being supportive, bringing a meal, running errands, sitting and listening, and do not ask how they're feeling. I learned early on with Mary the obvious, how do you think I'm feeling?
Yeah.
So, you know, being there and being supportive, and as you know, just someone for them to share what they would like to talk about. And it's a thankless, many times helpless feeling to be the caregiver, but it's also very rewarding to know that you did everything you could to help that person and to make them comfortable when they're going through a life-altering disease.
That is true.
Coach, we appreciate your time and insight as always. Best of luck with everything on Tuesday. You're welcome here anytime.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Coach.